new viewers, returning viewers. Today's adventure is let's drive the tractor from St. Arthur to Eel River. And we're taking her down the most bumpiest road you ever seen. I've got Jake following me from behind. Now you can see him back there. And yeah, we're just ripping down the road at a blistering about 30 kilometers an hour. And we got a little bit, little ways to go. We're doing about half the speed limit. The road is just tearing me apart because it's bumpy. And the seat's not bad, but oh, we can't take this kind of abuse. I don't have the rebound set high enough, so I'm not gonna lie, it's beating me up. The TYM 654 is running good. We got 140.5 hours on the clock. We got 2/3 of a tank of fuel. It's a blistering 33 degrees Celsius out. I got the air conditioner on full high. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. What's the worst that can happen? But everybody's hiding in their house today, so I figured this would be the time to do it. It was either that on a Sunday, but you know, I just don't want any hassle from the RCMP. From what I read online, I'm not commercial right now, so I don't have to have a license plate. All I have to have is a slow-moving vehicle sign, which I do have on the back, because I'm not engaged in any sort of commercial business with the tractor. We're basically moving it from the St. Arthur homestead, because I mean, this thing was it was a lot of money, and I don't like leaving it unsupervised. We'll put it to you that way. So we're going to take it to St. Arthur, or from St. Arthur, like I said, to the Eel River homestead. That way we can make sure that nothing goes wrong with it. It's running like a champ. It's taking the bumps. It's doing okay. I gotta wax this thing. It needs a wax job real bad. Unfortunately, I can't justify a $70,000 building for what's basically a $55,000 tractor, right? I mean, where am I going to make this magical building? I got some guy chirping on me that no pieces of equipment should ever be outside. Well, all right, that's a fun thing to say, but in the real world, you don't see construction equipment stored indoors. You don't. Most agricultural equipment is not stored indoors. Now, there's some farmers that have beautiful drive sheds and buildings and whatnot. You know, something like a combine I would never have outside. That's too much of a piece of equipment that needs to be stored indoors. So that's for sure, right? This tractor, I believe it was on the lot for a couple of years before I bought it. And then, yeah, so it's going to be outside for a while longer yet. I'm going to pause the video here and I'll get back to it in a minute. I think I'm going to let some people by. I'm heading up to the gas station, so I'll let them by, because we've got a bit of a lineup line. It's not too bad. Most of the people up here, you'd think they'd go rocketing by, since we're doing half the speed limit, and they usually operate at double the speed limit. We're in a, I don't know if you call it a drought, but they've shut down the trails. There's no ATV riding on the trails today, and the gun club's shut down. We can't go out and shoot, so that just gives you an idea of what's going on. So I'm going to pull in here, and I'm going to need both hands, and I'll see you soon. Well, I think we're somewhere coming up on the halfway point. We're in Baltimore, or just came into Baltimore. Tractor's running good, no issues. Turned in about RPM. And yeah, 2300 RPM is doing all right. Traffic is really light, which is great. We've only had a few cars pass us. Bit of oncoming traffic, not too bad. Yeah, so far, real bumpy road though. I mean, bumpy beyond belief. You know, northern New Brunswick roads are just terrible. And you know, where we get into spring, and you would think they would do the potholes, but they won't do these potholes until end of August, into September. So all summer long, you'll have this. These roads are just ripped up. I don't understand it. You know, you got motorcycles traveling this road, and you know, the potholes are in the middle of the lane. I just, you know, when a government spouts off that they've got a surplus, yeah, well, our provincial government may have a surplus, but they sure as heck ain't spending it on road repairs. And I mean, look at the view up here. It's just beautiful. It's very scenic. And like I said, you get to looking around when you're driving, especially on a two-wheel, and you don't pay full attention, and you hit one of these potholes. I'm telling you, you could get hurt. You know, street bike's not going to eat up these bumps. It's just crazy to think it would. So, you know, that's my bit of anti-government rant. And the current government, I would have actually voted for them, but yeah, they just ain't cutting it. I don't know. Somebody needs to speak up. I don't think we need a change of government. I think we just need a change of attitude within the government, and that's okay too, because sometimes that has to happen. But anyway, that's my rant for today. Things aren't always what they seem, you know. Yeah, anyway, everything is going good. So the next town that we're going to come up to is Balmoral. That's how the French say it, or Balmoral. I believe that is an English name. We got to go through that town, and then from there we go into Eel River Crossing, and that's where we're going to keep the tractor for now. Like I said, I think we're about halfway, so I'm not 110% sure of that. We can only do 30 kilometers an hour, and I think the distance this way is about 35 clicks. So, and I think we've been at it a half an hour, I'm not sure. But yeah, we're supposed to be doing 60, there's no way. I think that, you know, the Massey Ferguson's probably faster. It feels faster than this, which it very well could be. If this goes good, I think we're going to try and drive the Massey. I'm not sure yet though. I can run a U-Haul trailer and tow the Massey, but I think this thing would just squish it and make for a bad day, and we don't need that, that's for sure. Just waiting to see here. Some of these people, you know, they look like they're going to pass, and then they don't want to pass. It's like, I'll pull over, I don't care, right? I'm not pulling any farm equipment. I've got the snowblower on the back, but, you know, it's not too bad. She's a little bouncy. So, you know, I have driven it worse. I think a dump truck maybe one time. Without suspension. So we're at Balmoral now. That's past halfway. Everything's going good. The tractor seems to be running good. I'll try and do this hill in high gear. So I'm losing about 250 RPM. It's not too bad. Only a couple of times I had to drop and grab a gear to get up the hill, because this is very hilly country as far as terrible roads. So so you can get a good view. Appalachian mountain type stuff for all you American guys down there to watch the channel. That's what it feels like. This TYM is just unbelievable. It's just got, you know, with that Deutz diesel, it's got lots of power to climb the hill. I mean, let's be realistic, it's only a 65 horse motor in it, but it's doing very well. I have no complaints. You know, if you had to drive this thing any great distance, if you're using it for an ag application, which we are going to be one day, hopefully. Other than that, it's a really expensive lawn ornament. And yeah, that's what we're trying to do. So I'm going to run into the village, and then I'll pick up the video on the other side, and we can see where we're at there. Anyway, this road trip has been so far, I believe we're a little over 2/3 of the way. There's the hour meter. So I don't know, maybe 2/3, and it's been great. So I don't want to jinx it. So stand by and I'll pick you up on the last quarter. Alrighty. We pretty much made it to the Four Corners. This is where 275 turns and starts to head north a bit, and then it ends. So we're at the Four Corners now, and then we'll be heading into the Old River. So we made the Four Corners. I didn't really want to video that. We had to do shifting and whatnot, so you needed two hands. Anyway, we're rolling into the village of Eel River. This is where Jake lives. See the sign there. So this is the final stretch. I think we're about maybe 10 more minutes out, if that. And yeah. I don't know how excited you guys are about this. It's probably boring as heck. But I just wanted to videotape the video of the videotape. See how old school I am? I wanted to record this little trip. Show you guys that the TYM is pretty capable. It's not a bad tractor. That's a scooter kid there. These kids are crazy. I want to see somebody ride scooters. They have this thing where they put their arm over the front headlight. I don't know what the heck they're doing. It would be a bad day if they ever crash. There's all kinds of them, right? Ripping around the roads. They're like I don't know, fireflies. Zipping around, or I don't know, something. Anyway, they're kind of fun to see. So I'll pick you up on the video when we're at the house, and then we're done the trip. Okay, here we are. We made it back. The TYM 654, no problem down the road. Here's something I wanted to show you guys though. A little bit of tire checking. UV, gotta love it. Ultraviolet, eating the tires. You know, I'm not going to say these are the world's most expensive tires, but they're Titans. They're supposed to be decent. So we got to watch that. The UV's eating them. Got to get some rubber dressing on there. If you guys know of a good tire product, we tried this Castrol stuff, and it just absolutely hammered the tires on the Massey. I'll never touch that stuff again. I lubed the chain while we had it running. We were doing the cool down. It's always good to do a cool down for the turbocharger because we had sustained high RPM, so I lubed the chain. And I'll come out and do an oil change on the gearbox on the Puma, and I'll show you guys how to do that. The full service on it. We'll do that next week sometime. We're really super busy. We got so much to do. So we're gonna leave that here for now. And that's it. Thanks for following along on the trip. It was over an hour, just over an hour. It was slow, 30 kilometers an hour. We even verified it by radar coming into town. And yeah, that was it. So thanks again, and we'll see you real soon. As an extra bit of video here, I thought I'd share with you guys what we're having for supper. after the long hard rip we took the tractor out for. So there it is. Moose headlight. Hengst sausage. Got Mexican. And we got hot Italian. And we got hot dogs for the chitlins. So there you go. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. And please, please, please subscribe, ring the bell, hit the like button, and check back often. See you soon. God bless. Bye now.